Hi, my name is Bob and welcome to the homestead, y'all. On this video, we're going to talk about the worst part of homesteading, or at least what I feel is the worst part of homesteading. Now, don't get me wrong, I love homesteading, but the winter time is the worst part of homesteading for me. Just the cold, all the clothes. The more clothes you wear, the more resistance on your body, and the older you get, the harder it is. Right now, I just came from inside. It's 9 degrees out. It's right around 4 to 5 degrees with the wind chill. So it's cold and it's tough taking care of all the animals, make sure they're protected, make sure they have plenty of hay, plenty of straw to stay warm. And then the water. You know, we're off grid here, so we collect our rainwater into cisterns. Now we do have a well. A couple years ago we bought another 24 acres that bordered us and it had a well. So last summer my son-in-law and I put 1,600 feet of pipe in. We didn't get time to finish the pump house. We're going to do that this year for sure, so that'll help us out a lot come next year. But since we catch all our water in cisterns, all the water for the animals are on outside cisterns. So once it gets so cold, they freeze. So we do have 2,500 gallon cistern for us in the house, and we can tap into that water if we have to. But generally we watch the weather, and if it's going to be way down below freezing like this, we fill up a bunch of 5-gallon buckets, put them in the shop, and then that's what we water out of. And then we bust the ponds too for the horse and for the goats, so that way they can get water, and I'm going to show you that. So I'll just take you around, show you some video I've been taking the last few days. This is the 3rd day of extreme cold weather that we've had, and I'm just going to show you some video of you know, getting the animals water and, you know, making sure they have enough feeding them before dark, so that way they have a good meal before they go to roost at night, the chickens and the ducks and the guineas and everything. Of course, the ducks really don't mind it, but all the other animals, from the pigs to the goats, we make sure they get a good meal right before dark, so that way that helps keep them warmer at night. Our composting chicken coop helps keep it warmer. I'll show you some video of that with infrared thermometer to show you how much warmer it is inside that coop for them. Because of the chicken manure and everything composting underneath their roost, it releases heat at night, so that way it helps keep them warmer. So I'll go through some of the video with you. Alright, well, this is the worst thing about homesteading, is the winter time. Right now it's 12 degrees out. I think we're having about a 15-mile-an-hour wind. And, goats are hollering at me. Of course, the horses tagging along for this walk. But the wind chill, when I look before I come outside all the day, come on, it was right at 7 degrees. Tonight we're forecasted to be down to -10 to -15 wind chills, and the temperature right at 0, which is no fun in the wintertime. Of course, tomorrow we'll be worried about getting all our animals water. Today, Christy and I spent the day getting them food and water and making sure they had plenty of hay and straw to where they're good for the night. Everything be up either in their stalls in the barn or in the coops. We got the dogs in the barn, except for Kane. He's out running around wild right now, but right closer to dark it gets, I'll put him in the barn too with his dog house, and he'll be fine. It's nice and warm in there. But wintertime homesteading, well, it sucks. Alright, we're in here in the chicken coop. Let's take a few measurements. 46, 47 degrees in here. So you can see all the droppings from the roost fall under. We leave that there, and uphill is this way. So any of the water that comes down on that side of the coop comes in underneath here, and you can dig just about 6 inches down in that chicken manure, and it'll be nice and moist and a lot warmer. So we let this compost all winter long. Then in the spring we get tons of composted chicken manure with a little bit of fresh mixed in it, but that's okay, because we're putting that on our garden, on our fruit trees, on our berry bushes, and it's excellent source of nitrogen. Plus you can see all the feathers that are in this also. So those feathers slowly break down and release their nutrients, which is nitrogen, if you've heard of feather meal before, into the soil. Plus they help break down the soil and keep it loose, having those feathers in there also. So this works out really well. Like I said, it can be real cold outside, and it'll still be in the high 30s, low 40s in here in the chicken coop. Of course, it's not below zero today, but it's cold enough. So, and it's 46, you can see right now, 46.7. So that's one thing that we do to help keep our chickens warm. Plus we have the coop all completely closed up. We do have one door that they can get out here. They go in and out, and then of course I've already let them out for the day. We free range them all day long and then put them up every evening and give them a good meal before they go to roost. One thing you have to do is carry water to all your animals. When it's this cold out, like these pigs, their water, you can see right here, is all frozen and snow covered. So I've got 5-gallon buckets of water, and I'm carrying them some water out here. Alright, let's walk down here to the pond and break the ice for the horse and the goats. Well, and the dogs too. This is our little pond here. This is a lot easier to break this ice and carry ice to them, or water to them. Part of it I broke yesterday. Of course, you can use a sledgehammer or whatever, as long as you don't slide in like I'm about to. It's not that thick today, so that's good. And then the horse, now he'll get in here and he'll bust it a little more. But the dogs and the goats, they'll come right down here and drink, because I bust the same spot every day, so they know where it is. All right, let's go to the next thing. One thing we do is we keep extra waters. This is a thawed water from inside, and of course this is a frozen one. So we just swap them out. Take the frozen ones out, and then put the thawed one in. Thawed ones in, just like that. And I'll take this one inside the shop, and it'll be thawed by morning. If you have any questions or comments at the end, anything that could help us out, make life a little bit easier, please leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching.